Hello there, it's me, Justin, and you're in for another quality content-filled video. Let's begin. Without further ado, I'm going to end beginner motorcycle debate once and for all. I'll start off giving you an overview of the current debate and the current sides, just in case you live under a rock and have no clue what the current debaters say. Some say that beginners should start small, something like a Grom or other 125cc bikes, but as you probably guessed, you're not going anywhere fast, and on certain bikes you won't be going on most highways and definitely not on interstates. You also, more than likely, will get bored very fast. Sorry to say. Others say you should start with a 250, something like a CBR 250, Ninja 250, or a Honda Rebel for you cruiser peeps. I'd also classify the 300s in this group, since they have similar power outputs, and the 300s are the new 250s. But like the 125s, these bikes aren't very fast, and top speeds are well below 100, and typically fall around 80 miles per hour or 70 miles per hour. They're perfect for city cruising, but not interstate friendly, and are light and easy to ride. Next up with the bros who say you should jump straight onto a Gixxer 600 or other 600 sport bike. These are the guys who ride with shorts and a t-shirt and lime green gloves with knuckles the size of Godzilla's spikes. Nothing wrong with the 600 class sport bikes, just a squid life that normally ends up with no life. These bikes are fast and fun, but they take a responsible risk and are definitely not for the 20-year-olds who like to go fast on country back roads. The 1980s call and they want their cruisers back. Another debate is for the classic cruiser class of beginner bikes. These people say you should buy an old cruiser, preferably something from the 80s and sometimes the 90s, and learn to wrench on the bike while you learn to ride. Smart thinking, right? Other than the fact that you probably spend most of your time wrenching and none of your time learning to ride. Most of your riding will be up and down your driveway testing your carb tuning. Personal opinion time. I'd never ever recommend someone starting out their motorcycle addiction with a project bike, because the amount of time you spend wrenching and all the failures and setbacks are definitely going to be a bad hit to the kindling stage of your passion for riding. Tangent over. You have the standard cruiser class of bikes, typically 1000cc and below. Not huge, but not small. Not a lot of riders ride these bikes, at least not a lot of local riders. These people ride to ride and are often just old guys who need something light and easy to ride. These bikes are just that, light and easy to ride. The last class of beginner bikes are full-blown, huge-ass cruisers, 1000cc plus motorcycles. Most of them have some sort of radio sound system, and most of them, if not all, have a spot for the old battle axe to ride on the back. These people also ride without gear, other than a do-rag and some sunglasses. These bikes are not for the faint of heart and weigh upwards of 1,000 pounds if you include the old battle axe in your calculations. These bikes are not my forte, so I'm not going to say any more about them in order to not sway your opinion. Now that you have an idea of all the current debates, I'm going to blow them all away. I'm going to blow them all out of the water. They are all wrong. The true beginner motorcycle is, drum roll please, standing ovation maybe. I think the Thunderbird should be flying over right about now. I'm going to create world peace and end war by solving this debate. I shall get the Nobel Peace Prize. The beginner motorcycle does not exist. You heard me right. It does not exist. There's no surefire bike that will be a good beginner bike for everyone. Each person is unique. Each person starts at a different age. Each person weighs differently. And some people are hippos and some are not. Some people are more responsible than others. Instead of trying to find the perfect beginner bike, you should instead find the perfect bike for you to start this addiction of riding. Check insurance on yourself for each bike you like. Decide if you're buying new or used, cash or finance. And most importantly, please promise me this. Promise me that you will invest in some gear, helmet, jacket, and something to cover those little tootsies, and some gloves. Go get your permit. I'd recommend the safety course if you have the cash in your budget. If not, take your time and play it safe and learn on your own. I skipped the course and I've done fine. Once you're ready, go take your license test. Obviously you'll need a bike for all this, so go look around. Find ones you like and can afford, and jump in head first. It's part of the fun and part of the thrill of riding. Learn to feather your clutch, practice stopping and going, shifting up and shifting down, turning, U-turns, something to never forget. You can never stop practicing. I often go to parking lots just to mess around with doing circles and clutch control. You can never practice too much. I'd bet money this wasn't what you're expecting from a beginner motorcycle video, but I'm a fan of the unexpected. All I'm saying is that people will tell you to pick this bike or that bike, but I'm telling you to find the bike you think is best for you and go for it. Don't feel pressure to go big, and don't feel like you should get a small one so you won't die. You probably aren't going to die. Most accidents are user error. Make sure you aren't another statistic. Take things easy, take things slow, and be safe. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoyed the video and got something out of it. If you did, please consider liking and subscribing for more content from none other than yours truly. If you are riding, keep riding safe. If you aren't riding yet, good luck as you start this lifelong journey. I'll see you later. Take it easy.